power play, can play on the penalty kill. So I think right now it's going to come down to, number one, performance. And then, as I said before, where we can see some fits. I know, Craig is intrigued by, Dakota and Nick as a possible pairing there. You've got size, you've got forechecking ability. And just in the brief little bit we've seen them in camp together, they're two big men that play down, that are hard to handle down low. You've got Nick, that he's intriguing, really intriguing for me as a right-handed centerman. And I think he's really excited about potential role here. So you're right. There's lots of bodies here right now. And as we talked about, we've got some young guys pushing as well. So ultimately, it comes down to performance. And we said to the team, at the end of the day, this 3 weeks here, what we're looking for is ultimately who can help us win, and who's going to thrive in the role that we're going to need them to play, and that's really what this next, we're 2 weeks from the bullets flying for real. So that's really where a lot of our focus is where does everybody fit, who do they fit best with, and who's performing best.
Brad, I got to ask you about the blue line, because the depth has never been better, but the thought is still that Morgan has to be that guy that rises above all. How deep were the conversations all summer with Morgan in terms of him finding that 60, 70 point kind of feel again for him?
Yeah, I think Morgan and I had a good chat, after the season, and I think it was just a real honest discussion. And, what we need is, we don't need anything more than just, we need the best version of Morgan. And what was really gave me a lot of confidence is, you guys know him, he's a proud guy. He's, he's a truthful guy, right? We all know when we can be better, and he took it to heart. And like I said, I always laugh at the beginning of every training camp, because everybody's in the best shape of their life, and everybody's either lost 10 pounds or gained 10 pounds, and everybody looks good. But Morgan really, there was a fire to him this summer. We're in the facility, and I don't remember many days that Morgan wasn't here. And so he really put a lot of work in his preparation this year. And you're right, we need, it's not a secret, we need the best version of Morgan. I'm really confident that we're going to get it. But that, it doesn't just stop at Morgan. I like our blue line. We've got, we start the year now with Carlo here, who came late last year. There is depth there. It's an experienced group, and then you've got some guys pushing from underneath, which at the end of the day, to be a good organization, you need that at all positions. You need people pushing, and we certainly have that. So we talk about the 6 or 7 guys, or however many you keep up here, but you're going to go through injuries. And we saw it last year, especially up front. We had a lot of injuries, but I think it can be a real stabilizer for our team, is our defense, and that we need all of them contributing to the level that they can. And like I said, through the first, whatever we've been through here now, 5 or 6 days, I've been happy with that. And I've been happy with some of the maybe the names that aren't talked so much, that are pushing, and they're eager to get a spot on the roster as well.
All right, the biggest name of them all, Austin Matthews. I was telling the guys here yesterday, I like the fact that he's given the media like a small window to mention Mitch Marner a few more times, and then that's it. It's over. Your early impressions of your captain.
Yeah, I mean, he sets the tone for us. For when you're out, to me, it starts in his preparation. Austin was back here early in the summer, and it's amazing when he shows up. It seems to be everybody else is here now then too, so that he was here probably a month before we got going, and just the preparation he puts, I've said it since I got here, the preparation he puts towards his craft, the way he practices, the level, he sets the standard. And I think for any team, any organization, when your top guys are working the hardest and competing the hardest, that's the level that everybody else has to follow. So he's been dialed in since the start of camp, and he's feeling good physically. He looks good. He looked dangerous last night. It's the first preseason game, first game in a number of months for a lot of guys, but he's been dialed in, and he's the tip of the spear for us, and everybody else follows. So I've been real happy and glad. Just number one, just he's healthy, he's ready, and he looks good.
Brad, we really appreciate your time. Enjoy the ball game tonight.
Oh, it's good to hear you guys back on the air. You can that 6-month hiatus is over. Time to get back to work.
Let's see if you feel that way in about a month.
Yeah. Thanks, Tree. Appreciate it.
Brad.
See you guys.
Brad Treelevin, General Manager of Toronto Maple Leafs.
Good
All
stuff.
right. What do you want to pick a few things out of that? We got a little time here. Or you want to go to break?
Well, we got all day. Oh, well, I mean, by all day, I mean 20 minutes. But what's your first?
We're all going to say the same thing. It's the Joseph Woll thing.
Goalie.
Yeah,
Goalie.
Yeah.
That felt like maybe he's not coming back next week.
No. You don't. Guy doesn't go home. And you know what I found kind of, listen, we all want to respect whatever's going on. We're not prying or anything, but we're just talking from a perspective that, when a guy has a leave of absence and needs to go home for whatever reason or go somewhere, it's not to come back in 3 or 4 days.
No.
So I don't see him coming back for a month.
Whoa.
Really?
Think about it.
A
Right?
month, so
Think about it.
October, like almost
conjecture.
like Halloween.
Throwing things
October it's September 24th.
Listen, and when I say that, I'm talking about how long he'll be out of the lineup.
Yeah, because he's got to ramp back up and
He
gets
needs
practice.
He'll need 10 days,
maybe go to the Marlies for a conditioning
right?
stint or
So
something.
if he's gone for 2 weeks, he'll need close to another 2 weeks to get ready to play. He's missed training camp. Okay?
I actually think that's a bigger deal than
He's
people
missed
realize.
training camp. Go
Not
ask
for him,
Swayman
Mr. Jim.
in Boston what missing training camp does.
Yeah.
Go ask these guys. It's a big deal for a goalie to miss training camp.
But I mean, to his point, which he said to you guys, that well, no, not even that. Like they do need, and you brought it up with the Murray thing, and he brought up Martin Jones before. They do need to have a third sort of veteran goalie
But
anyway.
if he's,
with these two goalies,
I'll say kind of the same thing I've said for a few jumps. If he's not looking right now hard, he's not doing his job.
So, it sounds like you and maybe Tree, perhaps Sam, don't think can be a serviceable NHL backup yet.
No,
Okay.
no, I don't. And
thought he looked all right last night.
Okay.
He's big, but gives me
Yeah, he looked good.
big time Jonas Gustafsson vibes.
Yeah, he's not
Guys.
the most assertive at times.
No.
He was good last night.
Yeah.
82 games, long season. We've seen teams bury themselves in October to mid-November, and it's not necessarily
do it
that
most
you're gonna, is the month
No, it matters. I
6
see your
weeks
point. I see your point. It
gonna
matters.
kill the Leafs season? No, but could it put them behind the 8 ball big time?
Cost you a few losses. I'm a big believer too in the snowball of like, all right, we're good. Oh, hey, wow, the guys start to buy in more if you win early versus losing early and going, I don't like what this coach is saying. You need to get early wins.
Asking Hildeby to come in now and hold the fort for a month,
Well,
I
it's
think
Stolarz.
is.
You might need him to play 40 times if it was a full season. Like,
But he hasn't played 40 times in 10, 12 years. Now he's going to do it?
no, I know. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm even saying not Stolarz, but the backup is going to matter in Toronto. It's not your typical backup.
You have a
You're-
couple
you're
of
a-
bad